Hello, everyone. Today is Tuesday, December 19th, 2023, at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, exactly. Excuse me. So, thankfully, I had enough help for a hotel room last night, and the perps already fraudulently and illegally found out, you know, and they stalk everything I do. They know everything I do. And excuse me, they sold their souls to the devil so that they can play God, you know. And that's how they it's only one real God, and all these fake counterfeit wannabe, you know, y'all are not God. Y'all are not the real God, you know. So I'm trying to get closer to the real God. And I mean, I just listened to the book of Jonah just now, and people were even talking about, a lot of Christians, they talk about even repentance in the Old Testament and Jonah in the belly of the whale. And then, so, or is it the belly of the fish? So, I mean, they had a song called Belly of the Whale that we were forced to sing in the music class in my senior year in high school, and they said belly of the whale. So other people debate on whether or not it's a fish or a whale or whatever. But just like the forbidden fruit in the Bible, people talk about that it was an apple, but the Bible just said forbidden fruit, but other people assume it was an apple, and there's a debate on, well, what fruit it was or whatever. But anyway, thankfully I was able to sleep last night, but again, like I had to get up and pee every 2 hours, and the swelling kind of went, and the pain kind of went down a little bit. But I woke up with my hips hurting, and I still need more sleep and more rest. So I am exhausted. I am exhausted. You know, and I need a break from, society and being in the public all the time, and everywhere I go, constant harassment from random strangers provoking and triggering and antagonizing me. So I was even harassed on the bus last night, and by older people, doing stuff on purpose to make you mad, and trying to antagonize, trigger, and provoke you. And then when I try to get them on film, they hurry up and ran off the bus and try to run away from me, and like scared cowards, but they thought they were all tough shit on the bus, you know. So when I try to get a good picture of their faces to record and film the exact people who were abusing me. And then they had a black man on the bus that he showed no shame in filming the fuck out of me. And then he was also and I suffer Tourette's and stuff, so excuse me. He was filming me really, and then pretending that he was I saw his lips whispering, and he was filming and recording me and whispering and pretending that he was talking on speakerphone. So, I mean, there's so much stuff that happened to me that people kept frustrating and triggering and provoking me yesterday evening, and time went by so fast between last night and this morning, and thankfully I was able to get a shower, and now it's just about time to leave, and I will be broke with no money and back on the streets again. So, and then I woke up to a whole bunch of harassment and abuse on YouTube. You know, like, how is it your right, somebody's right to harass me? And then I get told that I need to grow up and act like an adult for pointing out this is the gang stalking tactics. And it's people with narcissistic personalities who always tell me grow up and act like an adult. And then they use that to justify stealing my rights and treating me like a punished child with no rights. And justify their fake right to abuse me and treat me like a rag doll. You know, so you're the childish one for even commenting to harass me, you know, and then tell me grow up and act like an adult. And then you sarcastically be like, oh, after looking at your videos, I bet you would call me a gang stalker too. So they sent a whole bunch of flood of gang stalkers to come and harass me on YouTube yesterday, you know, but throughout the middle of the night. And so people think that they're worthy of thumbs up and likes and favoritism for abuse towards me. But for me to spread the truth, I'm not allowed to have any thumbs up or likes or anything like that for telling the truth. But y'all think I deserve to be shut down. And then y'all think that being fake is more worthy and more important than being real. You know, so. But thankfully, you know, with this hotel stay, I was able to have breakfast included. And now these hotels, the cost of the hotels is cheaper than the motels nowadays. Motels are getting to be more expensive than hotels nowadays. And they keep raising the prices on motels. And, you know, and homeless shelters cost more than freaking apartments nowadays. But the catch is 3.5 times the rent. But I told y'all and showed y'all how they gang stalked me out of my low income apartment where I could have been paying $213 a month. $213 a month. Not week, but $213 a month that I could have been staying there, and my life was in danger, and I almost lost my life. And I trying to mentally get over how I went from having a whole storage unit full of belongings, and now because of the incident that happened, everything I own fits in the backpack right now. Everything I own fits in the backpack right now. I mean, I'm feeling devastated of stuff that I was forced to throw away and leave behind because of a life and death situation. And, you know, about to get killed. And I can't even get support from people in the so-called TI community. They even in the so-called TI community, they act like as if they're on purpose, not trying to understand what my situation is or where I'm coming from, trying to not have any sympathy or empathy on purpose. And I getting so much victim blaming. And the regular perps, of course, they conspired with the online perps, conspired with the in-person perps from day one to make me back homeless again. And they keep threatening me with death and harassing me. And they falsely accuse me of wanting to be in this situation when they want me in this situation. They won't let me have a job. They won't let me get another place to live. They want me to die.